Woo. Hello everybody, this is Mikey with Mikey's Plumbing. Today I'm going to be installing a 4-inch ABS two-way cleanout at the house. We have cast iron in here right now. There was no cleanout, so when the whole house got backed up, toilets, sinks, toilets, everything was backed up. Nothing wanted to flush because there was a problem with the main line coming out of the house going towards the city. So today we got everything open. They're able to use their plumbing, as you can see. That explains the water. Yeah, that's sewage. We're going to get a two-way clean out in, and we're going to get started. I'm going to walk you through it step by step. Things you're going to need for a clean out is a two-way clean out. Looks like this. 4-inch ABS clean out. The pipes will be connected in by glue attached to the clean out. We got two Ferncos, 4-inch cast iron to plastic to cast iron. We're going to be using these. You're going to need a Sawzall with the carbide tip to cut through this cast iron. Not easy. We got a pipe cutter, give us some nice clean cuts around our pipe. I don't like to cut with the Sawzall. It leaves a lot of ridges and I'm sitting there trying to, it's just not worth it. Get a tube cut. Tape measure. Sometimes I like to eyeball it, but just got to be precise. We're going to need the spirit level because we need to make sure that when we put this in, that everything has a downward slope. Slightly, we just can't have it going backwards or anything. So we double check it with this. We got our glue. We're gonna need this to fasten it down. And I like to keep a cat's paw on me. Sometimes these Fernco bands get a little stuck on there and trying to pull this a little harder. So I'm able to use the paw part on here to kind of pull it forward. So let me go ahead and get started. Let me get this pipe out of the way. I've already cut it. As you can see, get that out of the way there. I'm going to go ahead and measure this section that we're going to need to cut out. So we go from end to end. Got a section there. We're going to be at exactly 35 and a half. So 35 and a half inches, that is. Our two-way clean out here is 13 inches and a quarter. 13 inches and 1/4. So we got 35 minus 13, because that's going to put us in here. That's going to leave us with what? 22 inches left. I've already attached on a section here because when I plumb this in, I want my riser, the clean out, to be on this side right here. So that's going to attach on there. You guys can see that there. That'll attach on there. We'll run another length here. So let me just check the measurement on from here to there, just to be exact. And we're going to need exactly a 22-inch stick of pipe to connect in. So now that I got that there, that measure, I've already pre-cut a 22-inch section. We're going to glue this in. We shouldn't have too much dirt or anything in there. This we're using ABS black cement. Super strong, so don't inhale it. When you glue it, you want to glue along the inside, and you don't need a super lot. You don't need to soak it with it. Once you have the glue in there, a little bit more, you're going to put glue around the end of the pipe that's going to be inserted. This will be the male adapter, pretty much. We'll put it in. Once we have it in, we do a quarter turn. That quarter turn is going to help spread that glue evenly all the way throughout. Hold it down, apply some pressure because it will start to push back up as it starts to cure. I like to leave a nice little beam along the top. And the reason why it's not a good idea to keep twisting and turning this, a lot of people do it. You just need a quarter turn to spread that glue evenly while it's in there. To keep spinning it, you'll thin out that glue, and there could be a good chance that there could be a leak sometime in the future. Now that that's on there, I'm going to go ahead and attach my Fernco band on here beforehand. Got that open there. And open up this one here. Okay. I'm going to have that one fit on there. This next one, as you see, there's not much space to put it here. So I'm going to dig out underneath both these pipes, give us about 1 inch or 2 underneath all the way. I'll slide this Fernco band onto the existing cast iron pipe there. And you'll see how I do it from there. Let me grab a shovel real quick. Gotta love this mud. I like to use the shovel to pretty much skim around the whole pipe. We don't want any roots or anything going in. And even though you'll fasten those roots down inside of that clamp, they'll continue to grow. You have a whole other issue on your hand. Let's get all this out of the way. Let me open up this one. Alright. Don't have to so much worry about this middle section here, because it's a lot lower than our pipe. Now that we got that exposed there, let me just clean this. So we got to get all this scale off of there, or we won't have a nice even connection. So to get that scale off, pretty much just going to chisel it off. Use this while I have it. And that scale there, for you guys who don't know, that's rust on cast iron that's growing around it from the water. Same thing that happens inside of the pipe. Cast iron pipes, 50, 60 years, they begin to choke. Meaning the 4-inch pipe or 3-inch pipe begins to rust, and it begins to corrode on the inside and shrink, shrink, shrink. And that's what happens. Here. Got some rust right under here I gotta get. Alright, that side's fine there. Get this other side. Alright, both sides are open there. We're going to get these on. This one here, fit that right on. You guys can see that. Next, I'm going to slide this right in there. Once I have that in there, I'm going to slide that front cone down a bit. This one here, everything's lined up properly. I'm able to slide that right down. They both fit. I'm going to fasten them down. Next one here. And these you don't want to fasten down too much. You hear that click, 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 click. That's a sign that it's tight already. I like to go a little bit tight just to be too sure, but if you go too much, you actually bust this band. And then you gotta do the whole thing all over. And these don't have to be super, super tight. This isn't a pressurized water line, it's just a drain line, water draining down. So we don't gotta worry about that. While I have that in there, I'm going to check the level of it to make sure we have a downward slope. And we do. Got a bubble here on the top here. Downward slope here. We got a good grade all the way down. Next step is measuring our riser, which will be our clean out access point. Measure that, cut a section, glue it in. It's all done. So for here, we like to go about 12 inches, so about a foot. And these two cutters here take quite a while to cut, but since I didn't get to show you guys in the last one, I'll bore you with the cutting process now. So we're going to go with 12 inches. So once it's snugly on there, you begin to rotate it. With each rotation around, tighten this here, makes it cut a little bit deeper. Through. Like that. So now we have our riser. So if you guys remember, to get some of this glue off here, we don't need super much. You're going to glue the inside of the fitting. Just a dab. You're going to run this all the way around. Once you have it in, remember, drop it all the way down, give it a quarter turn. Put it down for a quick second. Now it's secure. Alright. I have to clean this off because it will glue shut. Here we got our gym cap. This is going to be the cap to the riser. I take these off. No need to fasten them down, because in the event there's a clog inside this line again, instead of all the sewage coming up in the bathtub, which would be the lowest access point that has no pressure holding it down, sewage is going to come up there. You'd rather have this on loosely here, because if the line backs up again, the pressure builds, this pops right off, sewage will spill out here instead of your tub. And if it doesn't pop out of here because there's not too much pressure, but you notice everything's backing up here, come out here, pick it up with your foot, all the sewage will spill out here, and you can temporarily use all your plumbing until then, so it actually gets cabled. But that's it there, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and backfill all this, clean up everything, make sure I compact it in properly. Before I backfill, I'm gonna get rid of a lot of this water, throw some dry dirt underneath, pack it in, and then compact the dirt in. This is pretty shallow, so as I pack it in, as soon as I get up to here, about a foot and a half, I'll use my dirt compactor and just compact it all the way in and get it taken care of. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys on the next one.